this series I cover the maximum core population of every single country that exists in Hearts of Iron 4, and today's letter is letter M. Or actually I should say tomorrow's letter, because this is probably gonna come out after midnight. But it doesn't matter, the new day begins when I wake up, not when it's midnight anyway. Our first country of today is Malawi. Malawi is a releasable country, which at the start of the game covers only the state of Malawi, with a core population of 1.6 million people. Fun fact, Malawi has more population than neighboring Zambia and Zimbabwe, and for some short brief period of time it had more population than Mozambique, because Paradox screwed up so much, they reduced the population of Mozambique from 4 million down to like 300,000. Anyway, Malawi can't get any extra cores, which means its maximum core population is 1.6 million people. Next country is Maldives. At the start of the game, Maldives core only the state of Maldives with a core population of 80,000 people. However, their core population could be increased. If you go to the custom game rules and go for the Asia Decolonized preset, Maldives will get to own the state of Diego Garcia, and not only own it, but also core it, increasing their maximum core population to a whopping 81,000 people. I know, crazy, right? Well, this country of today is Mali, which in my language means a tiny one. Ironically, probably the biggest country which I'm gonna cover today. You know, irony is very strong when Timbuktu is always considered the least known place in the world, which is probably the most known one in this country. Anyway, Mali has the core population of 3.4 million people. And one other fun fact about Mali, it actually has a railway connection. Although not into the capital, they have a railway connection at the westernmost part of the country, and they even have a supply hub. Not only that, but they can also exploit bauxite deposits in West Africa. So yeah, that's very useful, I know. Unfortunately, however, they cannot increase their core population, which means their maximum core population is 3.4 million people. The next country is Malta. At the start of the game, Malta only cores the state of, you guessed it, Malta, which has a core population of about 1/4 people. However, they have pretty developed islands with a level 3 port, level 3 airport, and also 5 victory points in their capital Valletta. Unfortunately, they cannot increase their core population no matter what they do, which means their maximum core population is identical to the starting core population. Well, at least their fascist name is very cool, which you can't see right here unless you do some conquering. And then you see that it's called 10th Crusade. Very, very funny name. Our next country is Manchukuo. At the start of the game, Manchukuo owns and cores all of these states with a core population of 34.37 million people. They also core the state of Dalian, which is actually owned by Japan. To get the maximum possible cores as Manchukuo, you have to progress through focus tree. You can go either for obedience path or assertiveness path. Almost everyone goes for assertiveness, so if you go for assertiveness, you actually have to go for the Reclaim the Empire focus. This focus gives you cores on all of cores that nationalist China has got. So if they lost some cores in the process, you're gonna lose those cores as well. The other way you can get all of these cores is by finishing the National Cooperation Government focus in the obedience path. Honestly, I should do an obedience run. I think no one ever really played that, or at least made a video of playing that. It's actually not that bad of a path. You can just be a little, you know, female dog of Japan and then get all of your cores. Regardless of whichever path you went for, you can end up coring all of these states with a core population of 489.99 million people. Next country is Mariel. This Russian Republic starts by coring only the state of Mariel with a core population of about 787,000 people. To get the maximum possible cores as Mariel, you have to conquer the states of Kazan, Ufa, Udmurtia, as well as Chuvashia. In case if you want fascist, you have to trade this amazing name of Realm of the Great God of Light to get some extra cores. By clicking on the decision, achieve the Mili-Mijili streams. This will rename you and give you cores in all of these states, increasing your core population to 8.22 million people. Our next country is the Mariana Federation. Mariana Federation has a core population of about 97,000 people. Yes, as Japan, it's possible to release Mariana in just Marcos Island, which means they'd be one of the least populated nations ever, with just 42 people. Anyway, to get the maximum possible cores as Mariana Federation, you have to click on the Unite Polynesia decision. You know, nothing too special. At the end of the day, you're gonna have core population of 7.25 million people. Our next country is Mauritania. At the start of the game, Mauritania cores the states of Mauritania and Mauritanian Desert, with a little bit more than 1/3 of a million people. Although they're technically Arabic, Mauritania, however, can't form Arabia or increase its core population in any other way, which means that their maximum core population is about 350,000 people. Our next country is the Maya state. There's two ways you can bring Maya state into existence. One of them is going for the Americas the Imperialized preset. The other one is playing as Chile and going for the Mapuche path. If you finish the focus crusade against imperialism, you're gonna unlock a bunch of decisions, one of which is liberate the Maya people. And they're gonna spawn and core southern Mexico as well as Guatemala. They can't core any more land, and their maximum core population population is 4.68 million people. Our next country is the Melanesian Federation. At the start of the game, Melanesian Federation also has 4 states, with a core population of 187,000 people, almost all of which comes from the Fiji itself. Its tag is literally FIJ. Anyway, to get the maximum possible cores as Fiji, you need to unite Polynesia, just like the previous country, and you end up coring all of these states with the maximum core population of yet again 7.25 million people. Our next country is Mengukuo. At the start of the game, Mengukuo cores the states of South Chahar and Chahar. Fun fact, South Chahar, despite having 3/4 of the population, has only 1 building slot, while this state has 2 of them. At the start of the game, Mengukuo has a core population of 2.03 million people. They actually also core the states of Soiwan and Ordos, which are both owned by the Shangji at the start of the game. If they conquer these states, they're gonna unlock their maximum core population, which is 4.12 million people. Our next country is Mexico. At the start of the game, Mexico has a core population of 16.42 million people. To get the maximum possible cores as Mexico, you have to work your way down the focus tree. Focus integrate the south, unlocks decision, which will let you integrate the Central America. You'll be basically able to core all of these states. By the way, one funny fact, these decisions not only core these states, but Mexico actually gets to own them. So if there were any countries here before, Mexico would just straight out annexes them. Besides this, they can also go for the Integrate the Caribbean focus. This focus, however, is a little bit more disappointing because you only get to core Cuba, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic. And for some reason, these countries don't get annexed, you just get to core them. The final way you can increase your core population is through the Redeem Aztlan focus. This focus will basically give you cores on 7 American states, which Mexico used to own. Funniest thing ever, this focus costs you 300 political power and takes 210 days to finish. It's one of the longest focuses in the game. And just for the context, if you play as Brazil and go for the communist path, it takes you only 35 days to core entire South and Central America. Anyway, if you did all that, your cores will look like this, with a maximum core population of 43.5 million people. Our next country is Moldova. At the start of the game, Moldova cores the states of Bessarabia, Southern Bessarabia, as well as Balta Tiraspol. The HOI4 devs committed 2 sins against Moldova, by the way. First one is the fact that they don't core the actual Moldova, which would literally double their core population. The second sin is the fact that the state with most victory points in Moldova is actually Balta Tiraspol. Anyway, Moldova cannot get any extra cores, and their maximum core population is 3.05 million people. Next country is Mongolia. Fun fact, this country is so forgotten, I literally forgot to release it in that save file where I released all the countries. Mongolia starts by owning and coring 5 states, with a core population of whopping 772,000 people. To get the maximum possible cores as Mongolia, all you have to do is just exist. In other words, you can't core anything, you don't start with any extra cores, which you definitely should have, and you can't do anything to increase your core population either. Well, to be honest, you can get some claims if Soviet Union goes for the end the Khalkhin-Gol conflict. Then you get to claim Chahar and South Chahar, but yeah, these 2 states, despite being small, have like 3 times the population of Mongolia, by the way, but still claims are almost useless. Next country is the Mosquito Kingdom. Once again, to get this country to spawn, you have to pick the Americas the Imperialized or play as Chile and blah 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 blah. Decision liberate the Mosquito people will let you, well, liberate the Mosquito people. What this decision does, it releases them in Honduras and Nicaragua, and on top of that, they get to core both of the states. Not only that, but Bluefields becomes a 5 victory point city instead of 1 victory point and becomes a new capital of this country. If you would release Nicaragua here after this, that means that yes, Nicaragua's capital would now be Bluefields, not Managua. Anyway, the maximum core population of this country is 1.54 million people. Our next country is the Mountainous Republic of Dagestan. And yes, their leader is Kamaluddin Dagestani, and yes, he has 2 traits for no reason. To get maximum possible cores, they simply have to unite the Mountainous Republics. If they do that, they're gonna end up coring all of these states, achieving the maximum core population of 3.75 million people. In the next episode, we're gonna have the 5th formable from this region, and that's North Ossetia Alania, and I'm gonna be done with this formable forever. Talking about being done forever, I'm about to be done with the letter M forever. We just left with one last country, which is Mozambique. Anyway, Mozambique has the core population of 2.8 million people at the start, which it had even more of before Paradox came here and split it up into 3 states. Dividing by 3 is not something they can do. Anyway, to get the maximum possible cores as Mozambique, you have to recreate the Zimbabwean Empire. Anyway, you're gonna end up coring all of these states, which looks like a lot until you realize that there's only 14 million people here. And yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, like, share, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Also, I forgot to mention, but Mozambique actually has 1 factory. I know, crazy, right? Bye.